Hello guys, well, it's a Jumble Shave. Again, different location this time. I'm actually not far from the centre of Paris. Well, I'm actually on the complex of Euro Disney, or Disneyland Resort Paris as it's now known, because changed in 2003, I think it became Disneyland Resort Paris, so it's no longer known as Euro Disney. So just thought to correct myself then. Right, what am I going to do today? Okay, still on the theme of my Magnificent 11 of 2022. This is razor number 10, only one more to go. And this was my favourite choice for aggressiveness. One of my most, wouldn't say it was the most aggressive, it's on par with another one, but this is my favourite if I want a good aggressive shave. And this is the Razorine Flatboy. Not Fatboy, Flatboy. Why is it a Flatboy? Well, just look at the profile of that head. It's completely flat. It's a Razorine. It's the latest generation Razorine. Basically, instead of having the handle on the side, that's gone, and it's been made to look more like a traditional DE. So very low profile, very flat blade. It's a brass head. It's been nickel plated by John June, JJ Shaves. Find him anywhere on Facebook. Has his own Facebook page, JJ Shaves. Also on YouTube as JJ Shaves, funnily enough. Handle, stainless steel. I love that handle. Just look at, that's classy, isn't it? That's a classy razor. So that's what I'm using today. Razorine Flatboy. Now, Razorines in the past, they have had some negative comments because they could be a bit savage if you didn't know what you were doing. And if you've watched my videos using one, like, oh, say over 12 months ago, I did catch myself a few times with one, but this is Jumble Shave, and me catching myself and drawing the spot of blood, well, it's quite common, but let's see how we get on today. But I love shaving with this. It's a totally unique shaving feel. It's nothing like shaving with a traditional DE. It really is enjoyable, and I like it when I've got some growth on, like I have today. Okay, in the Razorine, I've got the winner, brand new. Now, I thought, it's hot. It's even hotter here in Paris than it is in the UK. It's clammy, it's sticky. So I thought I'd jump on the menthol bandwagon, cool down. So I was having a look through my old soaps, and I've got three of these, three brand new ones of these. I recently finished a Proraso green, and it took me 2 years, but you have to bear in mind I use a lot of other soaps also, so yeah. So one of these will last you a long time. There's the soap in there. It's a bit wet because I've just shaved the dome using this. And that scent, it really does take me back to my early days of wet shaving. It's so unique, it really is. I'm not a menthol fan, but I can get away with this. I can get away with this. It's not overly menthol. It doesn't bring tears to your eyes, although I believe it did do when I first started using it. It's nice, it's fresh. It's £5.50 a tub, and it lasts a long time, most importantly. There we have it. Proraso green menthol. Now, you very, very rarely see me using a pre-shave product, but as I was looking through my old soaps, I found this Proraso green pre-shave. Again, menthol, as is all of the green line of Proraso. You've got the green line, you've got the red line, and you've got the white line. The colours of the Italian flag. See, it's brand new, never been used. And the menthol hits off this. This does make my eyes water, it really, really does. And I've had it a long time. I think they used to be in plain round jars, and I think I got this just as they changed to these fancy style jars. I find that very, very menthol. That's what I'm using today. Brush, DS Cosmetics, Black Marble. Synthetic, of course. So let's crack on. Wet the face first of all. And so how are we all doing? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. That's the whiskers wetted. I've actually just had a Guinness and a pint of Heineken. Right, on with the pre-shave. Now, this hotel I'm in, near Paris, in general, it costs a lot of money for you go to a bar, restaurant, whatever, buy a beer in France, just costs a lot of money. And here it's €8 for a pint, so that's the way the exchange rate is at the moment. That's this menthol's hit me. Not a big menthol fan. It's currently about £8 a pint, so to speak. Yeah, so we went to a local hypermarket today, and we bought some cans and some cheap food, bottle of whiskey, of course. So we're going to save some money later. Although we're going to go out in the picnic area and play cards. Two of the guys I'm with, the gamblers, so it could cost. Okay, don't see me do this much often either, but Lord, you can tell I'm not used to menthol. That's right in my eyes. I'm going to face lava for a change. So this video may take a little longer than usual. I'm in a funny shaving position. I've actually got a flat bottom sink here. It's quite nice actually. So I don't know if I'm closer to the camera or further away from the camera than I usually am. So just giving this a nice load here. I love to load heavy. Come on. It's taken 2 years to use one tub, and I've got 3 tubs. That's just the green range. I still have red and white, so I can afford to load heavy. And this is just what I've picked up off the brush, straight off the tub there. Look at that. I believe Proraso is probably one of the best off the peg soaps you can get. I'm not talking artisanal soaps, I'm talking off the peg. And yeah, I think a lot of guys are familiar with Proraso. So if you're new to this way of shaving and you're thinking I'm going for Proraso, go for it. Nothing to lose. So you've got the red line, which is sandalwood, and you've got the white line, which is for sensitive skin. And you can see it's working. It's a damn good soap. Let's dip the tips, some moisture in. Might be a bit longer than usual this video, as I'm face laving for a change. I do apologise. My eyes are streaming. But hey ho. I haven't got much time. Got to meet the lads in just over half an hour. And the lava's flying. Not a lot wrong with this, apart from making my eyes water. But yeah, the centre, it just really takes me back to my early days of traditional wet shaving. So it's yeah, it's quite reminiscing. Yes. So what do you think of my surroundings today then? Better than usual, aren't they? It's actually a Campanile hotel I'm in. Right. Razorine Flatboy, winner blade, first use. Okay, with this particular razor, just hold it closer to your skin and just move it down, just until you feel the blade cut. Extremely light touches. And you should pick up the angle straight away. It's not that far off a traditional PE, to be honest. Hear that? Hear that's blade sing? There is a lot of blade showing from beneath the top cap. That's why the blade sings so much. But this blade, it's clamped down really, really tightly. The only thing I'm really worried about here is I'm a long way off that mirror. So is when you watch people shaving on YouTube, you can't actually appreciate how far or how close they are to the mirror. And I'm actually further from the mirror than I'd like to be. Oh, what a sound. Singing like a bird, singing like a bird. I'm enjoying this Proraso again. Why isn't it more popular? Why don't you see more shave of the day pics of people using Proraso? Are you a Proraso user? Let us know in the comments. I think a lot of it is fancy label syndrome. Or people think it's such an affordable soap that it can't be that good. Well, let me tell you, it is. As I say, best off the peg soap out there. You go to an Italian supermarket, the shelves are packed, rammed with Proraso products. I did visit a French hypermarket today to see what I could find. And I did find a couple of aftershaves that I hadn't seen before, so I picked them up. And that reminds me, I left them in the main bedroom, so I'll have to cut this video in a bit when I go to do the bow shave. Bad planning, but I have had a couple of sherbets. This job I'm on now, it's quite a good job really, because for 2 days I'm here, I'm not having to do any work. Can't grumble at that, can you? Okay. So just, you're always told to stretch the skin when you shave, but I find for the neck, if you just relax it a bit, it allows the razor to get into those concave regions, whereas if you stretch the skin, the blade will just skip over and you'll not get in there. Just relax it, just a little. And it's gliding, it's gliding. Right. Pass 2. Brush is slippy. I mean, I'd love to see Proraso in British supermarkets, not just Italian. I don't think I've even seen it in French supermarkets, to be honest. Yeah, but I would like to see it more widely available than it is currently. And I probably would never have heard about it if it hadn't been for Amazon, shaving forums, etc. But I'm glad I did. And it's one of those soaps you use it and you think, well, why are we all spending fortunes on all these soaps when really you could get away with just using something like this? Well, I know why I do it, and I know why a lot of people do it, but yeah. Are you exclusively a Proraso user? Let us know down there. Would be interesting to see. Oh, John June, he uses Proraso a lot. Across the grain, fellas. Handle, good gripping point there. It's on a good balance. This is the only razor I've actually got with me on this tour this week. I normally carry several. But I feel quite confident just bringing this razor away. Oh, I would hate to lose it. The weight, approximately around 100 grams. Nice. Very nice. Okay, to the side. Yeah, so the Razorine Flatboy hasn't really been on the market for that long. But it is doing well, and it's getting quite a faithful following. You do have to concentrate at every stroke. Don't go in all guns blazing. And the curvature of the head just fits beautifully into my chin there, into the crevice. Okay. So I arrived at this resort, Euro Disney, yesterday afternoon, and from jumping into my coach, starting work, it took me 14 hours and 54 minutes. Now, if that had taken me an extra 7 minutes, I wouldn't have been able to complete the job. I would have been illegal due to EU driving hours. So I just did it in a nick of time. So as a consequence, I've had to phone my office and say, this is looking quite cagey for the return. So I'll be finishing earlier. I'll be handing the coach over to another driver. He'll be finishing the job off in the UK, and I shall spend 9 hours in a hotel before returning home. But you don't want to know that. Well, I feel as though I've had a third pass already. Actually, I feel fabulous. No, still got a load there, yeah. Why have I just lowered my neck first? I don't know. I've never done that before. That's one video coming up I'm looking forward to see. And that's Mr. G Shaves. He's hit his 1,000 subscribers and he's going to be shaving his goatee off. So looking forward to that one. Now, there's something I've always wondered about pre-shave. Okay. people apply it for the first pass. Why not subsequent passes, i.e. second pass, third pass? Does it make any difference? Some believe it does, some believe it doesn't. I think though, using the Proraso, it does complement the soap nicely, and I do think it helps us build the lather on that first pass. Two reasons I don't usually use pre-shave. One is sensitive skin, so I don't like to rub too much product into the skin. And secondly, why contaminate the scent of an artisan soap? Because I know some people put any pre-shave on, scented, and it does contaminate the scent of the artisan soap that you've just spent a fortune on. But when you get a line like this, it's great. Or if you can find a pre-shave which is scentless. But yeah, I just don't want to risk ruining scents. Against the grain. Now, have you ever tried a Razorine before and didn't like it? This is a totally different shaving experience. To previous Razorines. I can honestly say I've never read any bad reports regarding this particular razor. It's fun to shave with. Just got to remember, you've got to keep that more flat towards the face than you would do with a traditional DE to maintain the cutting angle. And the safety bar on this particular Razorine, it's a lot safer than previous Razorines. Well, as you can see, I'm very careful with it. Well, I enjoy using it. At the same time, I'm chatting to you guys. And the blade feel, you know what it is at all times. The only thing you need to do is make sure you've got a good slick soap. And of course, a really sharp blade. If you get a razor with a lot of blade exposure, last thing you need is a mild blade. It'll jump, it'll cut into you. If you've got a really sharp blade, it'll just whip them off like hot knife through butter. So yeah, the uptake's been quite good. Nice, very nice. And the shave it delivers, once you know how to once you've mastered it, after a few shaves, it's such a comfortable shave. And that, I believe, is that. Right. Let's rinse off. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, I left my aftershave splash in the main bedroom. So I'll cut off for now, rinse off, because I've got no cold water tapping onto me. And I shall be right back. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Nicely rinsed off, and I tell you what, there's no better feeling than that. That was one incredible shave. BBS, and I know I'm often BBS, but I feel more BBS than I usually am BBS, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. That is so close, it really, really is. Oh, amazing. As you saw, my favourite, most aggressive razor, and it probably is one of the most aggressive in the world. And no nooks, no nooks, no cuts, no nicks, no weepers, no creepers. And that's not bad going for me. Excellent job. Okay, aftershave splash I picked up today in France. Williams Savane or Savan. See that? I've never seen this before. Very cheap, less than €3. That's from Williams. Just see if it says anything else on the bottom. That just says après rasage, the savage. Now, if you know anything about French, you'll know that means aftershave. Oh, that's sprung. It's nice and fresh. A little bit of citrus. A little bit of spice. Let's see what she's like. No restrict bit on the bottle. God, that's fresh. Smell how fresh that is. That's nice, isn't it? And you know what? I've got no sting. I've got no sting whatsoever. The most aggressive razor. One of the closest, nicest shaves I've ever had. And no sting. Go figure. Okay then. Quickly do the recap. Once I sort this out. Okay. Pre-shave. Unusual for me. Proraso green line. Menthol. Soap for today. Following the same line. Proraso green. Menthol. Razor for today was my number one choice for my Magnificent 11 of 2022. This is my number one choice for aggressiveness. Razorine Flatboy. In there, I had a Williams blade on its first use. I face lathered, unusually again for me, with Diaz Cosmetics Black Marble Synthetic Brush. And that was all finished off with the brand new Williams Savan. Purchase today, locally, in the local French supermarket. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're interested in purchasing the Flatboy, because it really is a great shaving experience. I say, I couldn't get any closer, I couldn't get any more BBS. I didn't even get a burn off the aftershave, truthfully. Okay guys, you all stay safe now. Thanks for all the recent likes, subscriptions, comments. I appreciate you all. Okay fellas, see you further down the line now. Bye bye.